Where do we stand? What is going to be our share? Our share means I'm straight away taking sports. How do you feel that people are going to contribute genuinely, not genuinely, forced, for personal reasons, our own liking? There's so many factors. Because this 2% again is 2% without sports. So how do you see you being part of Tata's, and do you see this 2% as 1% or 1.5% or 0.5% coming to sports?
See, first of all, the first question you asked me this morning when I entered is that I believe you are against the topic.
No, I just said that you think you
No, you are absolutely right, actually. The reason being is when there is a need for a law to be implemented, it's always if people are not following. If everybody was following the CSR activities, whether sports is included or not is a separate topic, then there was no need for a law to come in. Back in the 80s, there were very few companies who were actually doing any kind of CSR, and companies used to shudder by the sheer fact of somebody suggesting a CSR audit. And I'm sure people in this room would be knowing that there are very few companies, you can count them on probably one hand fingers who have actually done CSR audit in this country prior to 1990. I consider sports as not a CSR activity. I consider it a nation building activity. CSR is something which you eradicate. You can spend amounts to eradicate some of the sufferings of the general public or the general environment around you, to the extent that your budget provides or your profit provides, because there's a certain percentage of the profit that you have to spend on it. However, now since this has come in as a compulsory spend in case of companies, what they could spend on in this amount is not really on creating elite level of sporting excellence or sporting personalities in the country, but what they could possibly do is increase the general level of health and fitness for the employees as such. And out of that, although it's too late in the day for anybody who is already employed to get into sports afresh, but there can be exceptions and people can get in still into any kind of professional sports.
What are the, if I am to be corrected, the money spent on the employees of the company cannot be put into CSR. If you spend money on your own employees, it has to be outside.
No, I correct myself there. Actually, I just mentioned that in a flow. But people involved in the company, it could be the children of the employees.
That would be counted as spent on the company. They would still would be counted.
I don't know whether we would be able to monitor it to that extent. But even if it is spent on the children, I would say it is better than, because it's being spent from somebody. We today have situations where if somebody is India #1 in whatever field, in your field, if somebody is India #1, how do you treat him? You treat him with great respect. Okay? Now, if somebody is a national champion, forget about international medalists, forget about Olympics, forget about Commonwealth and Asian Games. If somebody is #1 in a population of 1.2 billion, he has something in him.
Absolutely.
Now, today, when a person, barring a few companies, I'm not generalizing for all the companies, okay? There are companies who definitely give a lot of respect to these kind of people, but there are companies where people will be made to stand outside the room for hours, go again and again, just to get an employment. It doesn't take long to say no. You can say no right in the first place, but at least treat the person with respect. I will not quote the name, but it happened with one of the cricket captains of this country. And that, if it can happen to a cricket captain, it can happen to who became a captain later. He was not a captain earlier. No, I'm not going to name the person. But if it can happen with
in the railways?
I'm not. You can't ask me to name the person. But and I had a captain of the Indian team working in my department too when I was at the Tatas, and I banned him literally from coming to office. I said, your job is to play, whatever you want to do, but I don't want you to come to office except if you have something to in terms of getting your leave sanctioned or getting your birth sanctioned and stuff like that, but you don't have to come to office.
Brother, since you're very, doing a beautiful critical analysis on what is happening there, you mentioned that audit. And here, they say the company with the pact. Now, I run a company, and probably everybody from my company, one of the directors or the head of the company, CEO, has to be on the board, and the other people from the company. So when I'm deciding my pact, I can double around the accounts. So they said that the PAT of the company and the percentages on the PAT. So there is no outside agency which is going to do a kind of my audit. Whatever I say has to be taken. Do you think companies are going to be right for it? And I'm of course going to pull Preeti and Mona on this.
Such a valid point, because ultimately the profitability is something which is decided and declared. Okay, and you're absolutely on the dot on it, but there's something which we cannot, nobody can actually go into an audit. It's like a CSR audit, you get it done from an external agency and totally they go, and actually some of the reports of the CSR audit.
Would you suggest some people should be brought in from outside to do
I think
FICCI is a good forum, man.
It's going to be extremely difficult because we are talking in terms of millions of companies. We are not talking, and when it becomes a law, the need for it to become a law was because people were not doing what they're supposed to do.
And do you see a lot of Inspector Raj getting back to it? Or somewhere they're going to get into the Inspector Raj, and a lot of people going to, some CSR can go to them indirectly if...
I can't comment on that part of it, but I did mention in my meeting, because I'm on a couple of committees of the Sports Authority and the Sports Ministry and all that, that I personally don't agree to sports getting part of the funding from CSR, because I consider it as nation building, because you cannot use the funds of CSR on elite sports person to give them or make them run the last mile, anything like that. It is totally, I find it's totally unacceptable, but if everybody overrules me, I am overruled.
Thank you. I'll bring in Preeti. Preeti, what do you say? I just this point. Do you fear some kind of big brother haunting you, coming back and asking you whether you're doing it? And I mean, it's also a clause there for the implementation of law says for last 3 years. And they use my mic.
No, I think I'm loud enough. Yeah. Firstly, thanks Murad. That's what personally I feel, that sports doesn't need CSR, because sports is all to do by a social commitment, nation building, and a lot of passion. So if corporates and high network individuals, if they want to support, they don't need CSR funding. And there are multiple examples of organization and individuals. Having said that, done, I think companies like ONGC and Reliance, because we have been doing CSR on our own, we have a vision, we do reports, we do financial audit, it's on our website, it's all declared, we have a separate foundation dedicated. So we are not even thinking of what's happening, but what, if I can take an opportunity to tell, as I said, companies like us are getting into different kind of models, creating what we can do with our money on sports. If I can take that now, maybe later.
We can take it now.
Yeah. What we decided was that we all started, like all corporates, it's doing a lot of work in our own, for our own employees, because we are in refinery and gas, so we had this plants, and then slowly moved into very organized CSR, had a department, created a foundation so that, it runs like a business. People feel that CSR, you just have one CSR manager and he just keeps account of the money. You need an entire setup. It's like a complete organization. So we have a foundation which runs like a company, audited with all the funds it gets from the company. And under Reliance Foundation, we said we are doing a lot of initiatives.